Hi, I'm Andrew from EDC Wi-Fi. Right now, we want to configure together how to install IP camera or a server inside our local area network, and we will able to access it from wide area network from the outside, even from our local area network, but using the public IP address. Now I'm installing my IP camera here. My IP camera IP address will be 192.168.1.202 and the port is 80. And then my public IP address will be 222.128.66.12. The port will be 1999. Okay, we will configure it together. This is my router. How to configure it is very easy. Press IP, firewall, NAT, and then input the chain destination NAT, and then destination address is our public IP address. The protocol is TCP, and the port we already decide it is 1999. And then the action, I will put the action as DST NAT. And then this is our camera IP address and our camera port. Okay, I will try it. I will reset first the traffic so we can see together. I will try to access the camera first using local IP address, so we know the camera is there. Okay, the camera is there. We can open it, and then we try to access the camera using the public IP address. This is my public IP address. Right now is 116. Okay, I will input my public IP address, and then I will input the port. It's 1999. Okay. The page cannot be opened, but you see the traffic are there. The traffic are there. The packets increasing, the byte also increasing. This is from the local IP. We access the IP camera using the local IP address and still there, but we cannot open the camera using public IP. I try to connect to VPN at the VPN server at outside. Right now we simulate ourselves at outside. If we are at outside, not inside our local area network, we can access it using a public IP address. You can see a little bit slow. The connection is very slow. Yep, it can be opened. I will try to log in. Okay, I can see my camera right now. A little bit messy over there. And I will turn off my VPN connection, and I will lose the connection. You can see every time I calling the IP camera with public IP address, and I see the packets and the byte are increasing. There is a traffic over there. There's a traffic over there. It is mean that our DST-NET rule are really correct. We can see the increasing traffic. I will refresh it again. The traffic is increasing. So what's the problem? What's the problem with this? I will try to see the problem using torch, the two tools, torch, and then my page, and then I will see the packets using the source address is our IP camera IP address. I don't need the IP version 6. I want to see start, and I will increase the time. Okay, and I will call the IP camera again, and you see the IP camera return our packet directly to my computer IP address. This is the IP camera IP address, and this is my computer IP address 192.168.1.9. So that's why it cannot be open. Every time I open the IP camera using a public IP address, my browser expecting the packets back from this IP address. But the IP camera, I don't know, the IP camera, no, the IP camera is like a robot. He detecting my packets source address are this IP address, my local IP address. That's why he will return the packet directly to my IP address, not going to the public IP address. And then my browser expecting the packets come to my computer from the public IP address. That's why the page cannot be opened. The packets being dropped by my computer, and the packets will be lost and will be timed out. So how to fix this problem? It is very easy. At MTCNA, we already learned about destination NAT. Destination NAT will be changing the destination IP address, and then source NAT will be changing the source address of the packets, and we will change our packets source address, so the IP camera will not read our source address as 192.168.1.9. We will change this IP address into a public IP address. I must change my packets arriving to the camera are from public IP address. We will create another NAT rule. The change is source NAT, SRC-NAT, and then the source address are our local area network, and then the destination address are our IP camera IP address, and then the action are source NAT to what address, changing to what address, changing to our public IP address. And then okay, I will enable this rule. After that, we will try again. You see, it can be opened. Okay, now I try to open my VPN again, connect it, and we will see. I try to access my IP camera again. Now my IP camera can be accessed from outside or from inside local area network. I will disconnect it again. I will try to log in. This is my camera. Okay, if we do not want to use this rule, there is another way that we can access our camera with DNS redirect. With DNS redirect, we can simulate our IP camera with some kind of a web address. But first, we must redirect all the DNS requests. The DNS request will be redirected to the router. So all the requests will be asking the router first. To doing this, we must redirect TCP port 53 and UDP port 53. After that, we open IP DNS and we create a static DNS rule. Okay, I want to edit. This is my IP camera. My IP camera is a 1202, but on the second thought, I will create a new static DNS. I copy first abc123.com, and then this is my IP camera IP address. Okay. After that, I will enable my redirect rule. I try to open, but the camera cannot accessible using a public IP address from local area network. But from outside still can. From inside, we must type the www.abc123.com. Now we can log in. This is the second way how to access our server using static DNS. Okay, this is the end. I hope this record can help many people to configure a local server or local IP camera to access from a local area network or from